Okay, we are live. We are live. Looking like we're checking the mic check. And we're going to take this first few minutes to try to, this is our first Google Hangout that we're actually doing ourselves. So we're going to take these first few minutes to try to make sure we're doing everything properly. I'm doing everything over here. I got the technical, I got the information, I'm answering you guys on social media. So just bear with me.
If you had listened to me earlier, it'd be already done.
I don't listen. I don't
you
listen.
You don't.
You know, I'm kind of just doing this on my own.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Unless you want to hop in here and yeah, help me out.
What mean help you out? I didn't help you.
Okay. I think we got it. So, all right. If you have,
it's on. What are you talking about?
Yeah. If you have an invite, I need you to come on in. Come on into the room. See, now where'd my controls go? So I thought you was helping me. You ain't helping me.
I tried to help you. You didn't want my help.
Yeah. Well, I can use your help now and you're still not helping me. So either way it goes. All right. Let me make sure. We've got a viewer here. So I want to make sure that we going on. Let me put this out to social media to make sure everybody, you have to give people reminders. Folks forget.
You ain't got to.
Let people know that we're live.
I'm live all the time.
That's nice. You want to read the information too?
Huh? I don't need no information. I got all the information.
I'm glad. That's why people pay you the big bucks.
Who paid me? Somebody paid me?
Okay, we are live.
Girl.
We are live. I see you guys are joining us. Come on into the room. Come on in.
Somebody, they can't get in here. My door's locked.
Yeah, we're just giving it a few minutes, just testing the stuff out. And you guys, for those who are watching us on YouTube, you can put your messages in the chat, and then we will go ahead and respond to you from your questions there. Okay, I got a message here, so hold on just a second. All righty. All righty. And let me check the Google, make sure we're up. Okay, we're up. All right, we are up. So I'll be checking back on Google for your questions. All right. First of all, hey everyone. Hola, assalamu alaikum, bon dia, como está? All of that good stuff.
Como allez-vous?
I said, ¿cómo está?
Girl.
¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Well, welcome to our first Q&A via Google Hangout, with Rufus and Jenny. And this is going to be real informal, real laid back, just so we can get the questions out. And we found a need to have to do this because we've been getting a lot of questions. We get a lot of questions. And to save myself and my pretty little fingers some keystrokes, I figure that we need to open up a forum and do this across the board and take the questions so we can stop being so redundant, with everything that's going on. And, having to keep saying the same thing over and over again. And then I could just give people the link and they can go and watch the video, for their question. So the question is, well, would they have to watch the entire video to get the answer? Yeah. Yes.
Why they gotta watch this whole video?
Yes.
Don't nobody want to watch this whole video.
Yes, it will. The answer will be in the video somewhere. And it will just save me some time. Okay, have a little, just have a little.
Can you make it simple for the people?
Have a little sympathy on your sister. And the reason why I say that is because there's only two of us. One, if you count, who's actually doing all of the typing and all of the responding and all of, the things that's manual in regards to communication.
That ain't my job.
And lots and lots and lots of you guys, that we have to respond to. So this is our solution to the conundrum of, having to answer.
I don't even know what a conundrum is.
I know you don't know. That's why I said it.
Girl,
that's why I said it.
Better keep it simple for me.
Yeah, but in order to answer all of the questions that we have been getting, we found that this is the best way to do that. Okay. Oh, let me answer. Once again, like I said, I'm kind of doing everything here. So let me respond to something on my phone.
Well, quit doing everything. That's the problem.
To make sure, well, you're not going to do it. So.
Huh? That ain't my job. I just do my job.
Then why are you complaining about what I'm doing? Why are you complaining about my job and what I'm doing? I'm responding to folks. Okay?
Girl, I'm chilling. I ain't complaining. I don't complain.
All right. Just chill out for a second.
Ooh, I'm chilling right now.
Letting people know we're live. We are live.
I'm always alive. I done told you now. What, am I dead or something? Supposed to sit up here?
Why don't you take the next segment then, since you know what we're doing? Go ahead.
I told you, it ain't my job.
Like I said, I'm doing a lot. My job. Like I'm doing a lot over here.
Oh, girl.
Okay, hold up.
Now, not girl.
Okay. Alrighty, one more post, and we're good. We are live. Okay. All right. Before we get started, I just want to make a few announcements. This past week.
Hey, I can't see nobody.
What?
I want to be able to see people.
Scoot up. Scoot up.
I ain't talking about me. I want to see somebody else. I got to look at my mugshot all day. I saw my mugshot earlier. I don't want to keep looking at it.
Okay, then click on you. Click on you.
No. Can you do your job? I'm doing my job.
I'm curious, so I'm going to click on you.
Girl, can you leave my buttons alone?
I'm going to click on you.
Girl.
What?
Leave my buttons alone.
Okay. All right. Anyway, before we get started, we just want to make a few announcements. This past week, our book was translated to Spanish. Yay!
Well, speak some for me.
And I just did at the beginning. Hola.
What is surviving marriage in Spanish?
Child, please. Anyway, we're so excited, about that. Yay, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. And we also received word that it's being translated into Portuguese. Now, you speak some of that. Since I'm Portuguese? Speak some of that.
Guten Tag.
Dude, that's German. Okay.
Girl, whatever.
That's German. Okay. And we will talk about that a little later on in the hangout as to what that means in regards to having your book, translated into another language.
Into a language that you can't speak?
In 2 other languages. Yeah, 2 other languages. Also, we wanted to take this opportunity to thank all and everyone, anyone who has supported us. Support is not something that we take for granted.
I thank the people who didn't buy the book.
Because we know people could be supporting other people. So it's definitely not something that we take for granted for anyone that supported us in 2014. And I know the year is not over. But if you
looking for more supporters,
if you bought our book, or if you came to an event, if you shared anything that we posted on social media, if you tuned into our Q&As or watched our videos or spoke a good word about us to anyone and referred us to
my car or wash my
ain't
house.
Nobody wash your car.
They can if they want to.
Nobody wash your car, dude.
Girl, I be too tired sometimes.
So all of that, like I said, we don't take for granted because we know that everything that comes to us is a blessing. So yeah, we want to thank you, applaud yourselves, pat yourselves on the back. You guys are doing great work as far as supporting us.
They thanking themselves now?
Yeah, we thank them. Kisses, kisses.
Who you kissing on?
Yeah.
You can't be kissing on everybody.
Cyber kisses. I know, because you're right. That Ebola is out there, right?
Ebola. I thought you told me don't say Ebola.
That was on national television.
You told me don't say Ebola.
That was on national television.
This
is YouTube. Girl. This is YouTube. That was national television.
This television too, I can see myself.
Okay. Now, as for 2015, we are still finalizing several contracts. If you'd like for us to come to your city, we would love to. Do a workshop, do a marriage talk.
Hey, we love to. What if it's stuff in that city I don't want to be privy to?
Come and talk about marriage, parenting, business, which also includes the social media aspect of it. Just hit us up via social media, via our email for our website. We love to travel. I think a lot of people already know that. We kind of get around, and yeah, we love meeting new people.
You make me meet new people.
You don't want to meet.
Can I just meet the same old, same old?
We love meeting new people and old friends. We've made a lot of friends in our travels.
Everybody ain't your friend.
Now, also our new book, Surviving Parenting in the 21st Century, that's coming out very, very soon. I would say this month. Is supposed to be out this month, but there's been a couple of glitches, so we are praying for the best. Hopefully no later than next month.
I need to stop all this glitching stuff.
I'm really, really, ready for this book.
Girl, you got too many glitches
to come on out. I'm really ready for it. We're already getting hit up by a lot of colleges and different people who want us to come on the scene and do some, workshops and talks and stuff like that. What kind of scene they got?
I hope it's a green scenery. I'm just saying. I don't know what kind of scene you're talking about. I'm just trying to get an understanding here.
You doing all your talking to me. You gonna ever talk to the people?
Hey, I need somebody to wash my car.
Stop. Huh? Stop.
I'm tired.
We gonna mute your mic. We gonna mute your mic.
Me. Put somebody else on mute.
All right, you ready to get started with these questions?
I thought we were starting.
We got some questions.
Girl, we 30 minutes. We ain't got but 10 more minutes. Man. Come on.
We have an hour.
Who got an hour?
We do.
It's my bedtime. Gotta go. Gotta get my sleep.
Why are you acting so old?
Because I am.
No,
girl,
you're not. No, you're not.
My body says different.
My mind is telling me no.
But then just say no.
My mind is telling me no.
This ain't no drug commercial.
Anywho. Okay, we have 7 questions from our inbox that we're going to be answering. They were posted on the Facebook event page. They were listed there. So if you went there, you would see the questions that we're going to be tackling here. And feel free to share this, with any of your friends. We're going to be taking 3 live questions. Anybody that's in the Hangout or anybody that's watching this live on YouTube, you can put those questions in the chat and we can check those. And
how come I can't hear them? I can't hear nobody.
You can't hear nobody.
I can't hear nothing.
Okay. There's people watching. So we're gonna
trying to click them on.
We're gonna keep it moving.
I'm trying to see them. If they can see me, I want to see them too.
Anyway.
I want to know who out there.
Anyway, first question. How did you start your radio show? We get that question.
I downloaded
often.
the program.
We've had that question for at least the last 4 or 5. Well, we've been broadcasting for 5 years, so we've had that question for 5 years. You want to tell the people?
What's the question again? I was over here messing with this button.
How did you start your radio show?
Well, how did we start it?
Yeah.
You told me I was finna do a radio show, and I said I'll think about it.
I told you.
I told you. Did I tell you? Because if I told you, that's cool too.
No, that's not how it started.
It did?
No.
Enlighten me.
Yes, I'm about to. See, there's always 2 sides to every story, and my side is normally the truth. So we started our radio show.
And my side is the for real one.
We started our radio show because my husband's group.
No, I'm a groupie. What?
My husband's group, Likely Suspect, did an interview with the radio station, and they really liked. Yeah,
you don't want to say their name.
They really liked our dynamics. Okay, so what they did was they asked us, did we want to do our own show? And we were like, oh, okay, yeah. And they
said, how that started?
Yeah.
Girl, I done forgot all about all that.
Exactly. That's what I said.
I told you
there's normally 2 sides to every story. So I said, oh, okay, yeah, we'll try it out. We'll go ahead and do the radio show. And they really, really liked it. We ended up getting a lot of viewers. We were doing a weekly show. We had celebrity guests, and they were like, "Wow, this is crazy."
Viewers wanted over 1 point something million.
It was 1.2 million.
Hey, you ain't got to
not viewers.
I wasn't trying to say the whole thing.
Not viewers, but listeners. But anyway, our show got so crazy that they started going into our time, like using our time, the time
doing
that we
advertisements and things.
The time that we were slated to be on the air, like all of our listeners were looking for us, like, where's this show? they would have one of their other shows go a half hour, sometimes 45 minutes into our time.
They tried to be slick.
Yeah. And
I
so,
called them.
yeah, we only put up with that for a couple of times, and we was like, you know, deuces.
I didn't put up for 2 times. I only let it.
Okay, it was a couple of times, because first time I can understand that's a mistake. You know, it happened. We're sorry. We're gonna get your show on.
10 minutes
we're
ain't
running
even a
late.
mistake.
You know, and anything like that. But then they started going over it like, again, y'all in our time again, 45 minutes. Our show is only an hour. You 45 minutes into our hour, which means we're late. You know, no, it wasn't a good look. So we had to find our own thing.
I looked it up online.
Yeah, and
I get my own URL.
With our own thing, it became our URL. We had to get our own URL. We had to get our own broadcasting technology. What are you doing?
Question. Let me deal with I'm doing the buttons. Can you talk to the people? I'm trying to do the buttons.
You flicking too much here.
I'm doing my job.
Okay, so we had to get our own technology for broadcasting, and that's what we did. And we ended up broadcasting our own show. Our audience, of course, found us. You know, I guess it's a good show. I guess we put on a good show.
Cool. I don't put on no show. I just be telling the truth.
Yeah, and we get really good guests, and you guys can find us at prisonworldradiohour.com. You can go out there. We're on iTunes. We're on TuneIn. You can go out and listen to our archives. We have not.
You see that?
Yeah, I said we got a question here.
Yeah. See, I'm good at. See my job. I'm doing my job.
We have 2 live questions here. As a matter of fact, we're only gonna take one more. We gotta get through these 7 questions. But
see, you need to talk fast like me. You get through it.
Dude, hush.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Dude, hush. Okay. Anywho, yeah, so you can find great interviews with celebrity guests and activism. That's where we do a lot of our activism on the air, and also when we go into prisons and we talk to different people. But that's like a whole.
We telling them about the show or something?
Yeah, it's a whole other show.
I don't do the show. I don't be want to talk about all their trophies and they Oscars and all that. I be want to talk about what they doing for the community.
Yeah, when
they're doing something for the community, I'm all in.
When we get to celebrity interviews like Eddie Griffin and Kim Whitley and Judge Maybelline, the people that we've done, because I'm just giving people a view who've never heard our show. The importance is about human interest and what they feel. I don't need to know what your next project is going to be. Sometimes people just throw it in because they're so media trained that they got to get that
stuff in. They got to get the plug in.
Yeah, they have to throw out their their message and their project.
Wrong with that?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But our interest in interviewing people is, how do you feel as a human? What is your opinion on this? How do you feel about this?
What you doing for the community?
Things that you don't normally get in a regular media interview. The questions people don't normally ask. That's what we ask. Okay. All right. Let's move on to question 2. And let's see. What's the key to having a marriage like yours?
Having somebody like me.
What?
I'm trying to answer the question. Ain't that a question? That's a question and an answer. Q&A.
That's your answer.
And I'm sticking to it.
No, I'm just saying I'm waiting for you to get it all out. That's your answer.
It's out. It's out in the open.
Okay. All right. The key to having a marriage like ours is obviously wonderful communication, right?
I wish somebody would communicate with me a little bit better.
See, now what we do outside of what other people do is we tell you how to communicate. Our communication is full of humor.
Who you be laughing or something?
Sarcasm.
Girl.
Sarcasm. And some other things wrapped up into that. But you have to have a really good relationship in order for that to happen, because the way we talk to each other, that doesn't work for everyone. You have to know when someone's playing, because if you don't, it could go really bad. And for the record,
I don't never assume somebody playing.
For the record, you play too much.
Who play?
You do.
I don't be playing. I be serious.
Yeah, you
take me serious.
Yeah, serious.
Serious. You know what serious is?
I know what Sirius is. It's XM radio. I know what it is.
No,
what time it
Sirius is me.
No,
I'll be dead serious.
no, Lord. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sirius.
What's that cat name?
Sirius.
What's that cat name? Man.
Sirius. That's a 3-syllable
The
word.
Man. He know how serious I am.
Mr. Brown.
I ain't said Mr. Brown. I'm that the other cat name.
No, Mr. Brown. Okay. So that's definitely that's definitely one of the keys. And not to put anybody on Front Street, but we've seen so many marriages that are facades of what you think they are, but what you see with us is what you get.
But you know the person that you're hopefully married to, so you know their type of personality. I mean, it's really getting to know that person and knowing you not being so serious, really. I mean, some stuff, people too serious for me. Even on some of the serious stuff, she be thinking I'm like, I ain't about to get all crazy over something serious. But I do get serious, but you just got to know that person. So it's not really a remedy that we can give people. You just got to know that person.
Right.
Huh? This one here?
What?
Ooh.
I ain't that distracted. What?
I was hoping you wasn't distracted. I'm trying to say something.
I ain't that distracted. Yeah, it's just you really need to know your mate. We say that a lot. You really need to know your mate because there are some just ultra serious folks out here. I mean, I call them anal. Because
I thought you weren't gonna stay on this too long.
No, I gotta bring this point up. I call them anal because I've met some people, men and women, who don't even know how to take a joke. Like, can you lighten up? But no, they can't lighten up because it's part of their personality. And
so they have to grow to that,
right?
But you can't make them grow to that.
And if their mate has fallen in love with them because of that, they are anal. That's what they're attracted to. So you just really can't.
Attracted to girl.
You really just you can't change that. I mean, it's definitely not my attraction.
Why you got to call them anal? Ain't that another word or something?
Nah.
Yes, another word you can use.
Nah, ain't no.
Yeah. If you wanted to, you could.
No. Anywho, okay. Well, we'll move on. I'll take another question, and then I'll take one of our live questions here. Okay. Let's see. Do you do premarital counseling?
Looking at me? What do I do it or something? Just because I got a car, don't mean I'm all that.
We don't do it professionally. How about that? We don't do it professionally, but quiet as it's kept, hubby is holistically,
Don't be calling me out my name. Don't call me out my name now.
Certified to do marriage counseling and to do marriages. It's not something.
Tell everybody.
It's not something that we put out there because our time is so limited. With other things that we're doing, and you can't just like do a counseling session and then that's it because
you gotta stick with it.
Yeah, we like to do follow-ups and even with all the couples that we've kind of met across the country, we still do follow-ups because we care. Well,
I mean, but she asked, we asked, or whoever.
Yeah, this came from our inbox. We get this question a lot.
Yes, we do. But it's subliminal bleed.
What?
Whatever that word is.
It's like
we do it kind of on the side, like very little. It's not like concentrated. I guess I would call it. It's not concentrated on, focused on these, but spot. Okay, we do spot therapy.
Spot therapy?
That's what I call it. You got a problem with what I'm calling it? Call it something else.
Hit it and miss it.
Hit it and what?
Hit it
and quit it, girl. We don't do shows like that.
You know what I'm saying. Anyway, there has to be some type of follow-up in it. So that's why we just don't necessarily put it out there, because even though we're home doing this, next week we could be someplace else. So we can have someone doing a couple's work counseling, and we have to look. I gotta cancel. I gotta cancel. I gotta, reschedule you. There'd be a lot of
because Jokers
reschedules.
could really be having some real issues,
Yeah.
and then you can't be there for them. I would hate that.
There would be a lot of rescheduling, going on. So we try to give the best information, and we give a lot of free information. A lot of folks like free, even
Everything I do is free.
Yeah, because even though I can't pay my Georgia Power bill with free, we do give a lot of free information. No, not with free.
They got it. They got solutions.
You gonna pay with
It's
your
solutions
looks? You gonna
out
pay
there.
with your looks? Okay,
No, I ain't got to do. It's solutions out there. Trying to tell you.
All right, do you need to select that question? It says select.
All you gotta do is look at it.
No, the first one. Why would you hit the second one?
Well, look, I'm doing my job.
Okay. All righty. This question is coming from Riyadh, and it says, can you talk about the importance of staying committed to your vision, brand, and logo? Okay. Well, actually, let's see. One of the questions we got, question number 5. So we'll do this in conjunction with question number 5, and then I'll come back to question number 4. Branding. Okay. We get a few questions about branding kind of everywhere we go, and of course across cyberspace.
Be branding me. Hope they know how to iron.
Let me just say this. Okay, a lot of things can become a brand, but a logo is not a brand. Okay, let me just clarify that.
Say it again.
Say it again.
I didn't already say that.
A logo is not equal to a brand. Do you know how many folks I know got logos? You know how many folks I know?
Everybody got a logo.
Yeah, and design a logo and there's nothing behind that but a logo. So a logo.
So some people use the same logo.
Yeah, a logo is not a brand. As a matter of fact, we kind of go without a logo for the Rufus and Jenny. I mean,
I ain't got no logo.
We have one for Dawa International
and Prison World.
But for the Rufus and Jenny, we really don't have a logo because
why not? I'm about to make me a logo.
We are the face of the brand, and I don't think
I want a logo.
A brand better than our faces. I don't think we could represent better than that. Now, a brand can come out of anything these days, and let me state my case in point. Antoine Dotson, hide your dogs, hide your kids, hide your women, hide your sisters, or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they doing stuff right. He took that from a news story and ran with it. This dude has been some everywhere. He became a brand. Sweet Brown. Oh goodness, she running up out of fire. She gets on a news story. Oh, her lungs, whatever it is, about to collapse. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. That became a brand. You hear everybody saying that, but ain't nobody got time for that. That became a brand.
I got time for it.
Okay.
I got time for some other stuff too.
Bye Felicia. Just recently, Bye Felicia. That is coming. If people aren't familiar with that, Bye Felicia, there's a lot of memes, social media memes about it. And it's comes from the movie Friday. It's a very popular term, but now they've made a TV show out of it.
Good thing I'll be looking at all that social media stuff then.
Starting on VH1, there's a TV show coming out of that. So a brand can be come out of a lot of different things. It can be created from a lot of different sources, and it's about
you're selling your brand, but you're not selling your logo.
Right.
Like you said, what you gonna do with that logo?
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna buy your logo.
Right.
They'll buy your brand though.
Right. But you want to be recognized. That's where the question about the vision comes in. You want to be recognized as far as your the vision of your logo.
So you want to focus on your brand way more than if you do have a logo, you want to focus on your brand more than the logo.
Right. And because we do workshops on this, I'm only going to talk just a little bit more about it, just to give a little bit more clarity. But a brand can be stuffy, or shall I say more professional, but as you can see, we're pretty much laid back here. This is us.
What's professional?
This is professional.
So what's laid back?
This is us, kind of like, this is what we do.
I'm laid back
with hoodies and different stuff. Yeah, we're laid back. When we have to dress up, it's
I got my hoodie on because I'm cold.
It's kind of like, Lord, what we gotta put on? Okay.
I'm cold.
Yeah,
It was 13 degrees.
Because it's more so about your influence, you know, and how you influence people with your brand. And you don't have to have on a three-piece suit like people actually wear those these days. You don't have to have on a three-piece suit in order to be influential.
Would it make me
you
better?
could do that. Yeah, you could do that.
Would it make me better?
No, not necessarily.
Why not?
Bill Gates doesn't wear a three-piece suit. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't wear a three-piece
Rufus
suit.
Triplett don't wear a three-piece suit.
Right. And
What's your point?
And I think we're a little influential.
I ain't got no influenza.
I think we're a little influential. Just a tad bit influential. Okay. All righty.
Well, you better not influence them the wrong way then.
All right.
Be in trouble.
Let's go back to question number 4. And that is, what good is it to have your book translated into other languages? You want to take that?
What good is it? Because them other folks can buy it too. What?
Having your book
put you somewhere else. You don't have no idea where you're going.
Having your book translated into other languages exposes you to a larger market, a huge market. And now that our book has been translated into Spanish, that opens us up for, I mean, everything is in Spanish now, you know, but even other countries with Spain and Mexico and all the South American countries, you know, that actually speak Spanish, you know, the sky is the limit. And when
I bet you won't be telling them you better speak English.
And when they close the deal on the Portuguese translation, that opens it up to even more as well. And I had no idea about Portuguese.
I do.
None. What you know?
It's in Portugal.
I actually had to Google the countries that speak Portuguese. I didn't know Brazil spoke Portuguese. So that's 3 languages just in that one country with, you know, because they have English and Spanish as well. And then that opens us up to a huge market. So if you guys start seeing us travel internationally, yeah, that's because of that market there. Okay, moving on to question number, we did question number 5. Moving on to question number 6. Is there a list of profiles I can look at from your marriage pool?
Yes, they told you.
No. No. The marriage pool is very private. It's very discreet. We have some sisters who actually, you know, ask us if you could just keep my information only for someone who you really think, you know, is qualified for me. And with all of these like websites and different things where Muslims are seeking marriage, there's too many looky-loos. There's too many people that's just out there looky-loo, you know, and one person might have 20 contacts on a profile, you know, being hit up by people. And then you've got social media. You know, I see so many complaints, you know, from sisters getting hit up on social media by brothers, you know, that just filling up their inbox, you know, don't know nothing about them really and asking them for marriage. So,
well, that's fine. If people want to go and look at other profiles, there's sites that do that. They're out there a dime a dozen if that's what you want to do. So we don't stop people from doing what they want to do or seeking how they want to seek it. Right. But the way we do it here is private. Yeah. And it's and just trying to make a good match, which alhamdulillah is actually, you know, paying out to have a couple of good matches thus far that way. And it's not it's not that kind of pool here. So we just leave it at that it's not that type of marriage pool here.
Yeah. And what we want to make sure in the marriage pool is that, you know, there is a screen there as far as the sisters are concerned, and it's no pressure. It's a no pressure zone. I know I wouldn't want somebody constantly hitting me up, you know.
Dean, like, you ready for marriage?
Yeah, texting.
You ready for marriage?
Me, calling
Excuse
my,
me,
you know,
this is
my
me
phone,
again.
calling, you know, yeah.
You ready for marriage?
You know, so what we do is we, if there isn't someone else to constantly have that chaperone around, what we do is we monitor the calls. You know, a lot of times we make sure that the right questions are being asked, because that's another problem that we find with singles is that they're not asking the right questions.
Because they don't know.
Yeah, because they don't know, right? And it's more of an educating forum. So we'll be sitting there listening to a call and looking at each other like, what? Why'd they say that?
I don't be doing that.
And then I get nosy. Then I
get nosy. Get too nosy.
Yeah, then I get nosy and
I'm man my business.
And be like, well, I want to know this. Like, hold up, let me ask you such and such. Can you back up, what you said? And it's because
you have to be asking the question for the sisters now.
The right things need to come out, in order so you can stop a lot of the I didn't know later on, because you didn't ask that question up front. Why aren't you asking that question? So because the goal for us is not necessarily to get so many people married, but to make sure that they stay married. And with that, you have to do the work beforehand. But
as far as the process, there's a lot of processes out there of probably what you're referring to. We just don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I'll take this next question, and then I'll take a live question from one of our viewers. Question number 7. What is better, a website or a blog?
7? What did you like, Lynn or something?
What is better, a website or a blog? Not
Both.
Sure. Not
Both.
Sure. Not sure. Well, actually, it depends.
I mean, the website. I would go with the website, because that's going to give you a little bit more info on just you per se.
It depends on what you're doing and what you want to use it for. But I must say this, that either one of those is better than just a Facebook page. If all you have, or an Instagram, if all you have is a Facebook page and an Instagram, you behind. You are behind the times.
I mean, somebody go to your Facebook page, they're not going to get as much on you as they would your web page, for sure. So, I mean, that's why I said web page, because I think there's more info on our web page than there is on the blog. I mean, concerning us, there's things on the blog that's been said or whatnot, but there's more info on the web page, I believe.
And once again, we do workshops on these, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about it, but we have both. Okay, and I'll tell you the reasons why we have a website, because it gives you better SEO ranking. If you don't know what SEO is, you can Google that. It's search engine optimization. Whenever you have a website that's tied to your name, that's going to come up first. If you Google yourself, that's going to come up. The website is going to come up first. Now, a blog is good as well if you have people coming to that blog. If you have a blog and you got like 20 readers, you just like low on the totem pole as far as that's concerned. So we go for the website, because a .com, or a .net, or some of these other new dots that they have coming up, get you better rankings and get you better. What you want is that if people are looking for you, you want them to be able to find you easily. Quickly. So yes, so that was definitely one of the reasons why we did a website. But then again, we have so much information to put on a website. A lot of people don't necessarily have that. So doing a blog, might be a little bit better, because all you do is put your bio out there, and then you could talk about your thoughts. Well, we got bio, book, videos, pictures, workshops, we offer a product and different things. So we definitely need the website avenue in order to make sure that we are getting all of our information to the masses. And then we just use the blog on our website to constantly drive traffic to the website. But once again, like I said, we do workshops on these. So if y'all need a workshop, go to the website, send in the information and say, hey, can y'all come, talk to us about this business and, how we can hook this up and what we need to do.
What?
You want to add to that?
Girl, what else I'm going to add to that?
Okay, we're going to take the next question from our live viewer.
You don't really have to click it.
Well, click it anyway.
You don't really have to click it.
Click it because I want you to click it,
Look,
okay?
I'm not the clicker here.
Yeah, you're the clicker. All righty, let's see. How do you keep a marriage fresh and interesting after years of marriage? I could hear that in his voice.
Do that right there.
Stop it. This is from Yaya, and yeah, it said, how do you keep a marriage fresh and interesting after years of marriage? Well, Yaya, I wonder how long you've been married.
Locked up.
If
White
you
people
consider
use locked up for marriage.
what do you consider those years, Yaya? Do you consider years 5 years, 7 years?
You act like she gonna respond to you or something.
Yaya is a man.
Oh, you act like he gonna respond to you. That's what I said. You act like he was gonna respond to you.
Okay, but years of marriage. What do you consider that? I mean,
hey, that's John, ain't it?
Yeah, in Arabic.
Huh? No, John in English.
Anywho, yes, we've been married 25 years. Yes. And that is.
How do you keep marriage fresh?
And that is years of marriage.
No. Good advice is you change with it. We all, once again, I take the scenario that when you're 5 years old, you're not doing the same thing the 5-year-old you're doing 10 years old, 10 years old to 15. Now, some people change quicker than others, so you just have to be patient. But you change when when those years change, you change with it. Some people try to be stuck with yeah, this is how I've been doing it, whatever, and that's what you're gonna get, because the marriage change. You change for the marriage to change. Hope that answers it. You know, I'm into giving answers. I don't know what you into doing.
The simple form of that is you change with the marriage. That's what you're saying, keeping it fresh. That's how you keep it fresh, is that you change with the marriage. I sure did.
If I didn't change, somebody had to change.
I think we both changed.
Changed and changed.
I think we changed there. I think
changed and changed.
And with age comes maturity. So if you're not reaching a certain maturity in your life, then how can you expect to, your marriage to maintain a certain level? Because you can't be the same when you're married at 2 years than you are at 10 years.
Oh boy, if you is,
it's just not.
It ain't gonna refresh itself.
That's not even common sense. It's the same way that you shouldn't act the way at 12 years old than you do at 22 years old. So you have to.
15 years of that marriage, something got, this thing got to change. I mean, really, we all change, we all evolve, we all learn, we all grow. You just change with the marriage. Don't get stuck. Some people get stuck.
Yeah, and that's definitely another thing. Don't get stuck where you are, because that Didn't
I just say that?
I'm just following up.
You ain't got to follow me.
Following up.
Follow the yellow brick road or something.
That can be pretty devastating. It's like if you're especially if you got married in the 80s, somebody stuck in the 80s and you done moved on to the 90s.
Boy, you still wearing locker socks? Wow. What about the Adidas stripe?
Stop.
Do I still got mine?
Stop.
I'm about to pull mine out.
You wearing BK Nights.
Girl, we're going back to the 80s up in here.
Anywho, don't get stuck. Also, I just happen to have this here. You might want to read our book. Oh my good girl. Surviving Marriage in the 21st Century, now translated into Spanish all across the country. Bestseller.
Spanish
soon to be translated into Portuguese, available on Amazon.com. Published, we self-published, got picked up by a publisher. It has taken us across the country. So I think it has some pretty good tips in there. It's taking us across the country.
Do we drive a truck, semi?
No, man, please.
18-wheeler?
Man, please. No. So I think it has some pretty good tips
in
there.
Drive one.
To help you get to 20 years and beyond. Not sure how long you've been married because you didn't state it in your question, but hopefully that gave you some.
Everybody gonna tell you their age. You can't know everybody's age.
I'm gonna take the third question from our Facebook fan page. You guys can find us on our Facebook fan page at
Facebook.com. You say this is over in 15 minutes?
Rufus.
That's a long 15 minutes.
Rufus and Jenny. And this sister, Patricia, wanted to know, how do you get support from other Muslims?
Hold on, she said, I can hear the crickets. I want to hear the crickets now.
First, she said, how do you get others support? How do you get others to support you? And
They
then
just gotta want to.
I had to, I had to ask the question from Muslims.
What?
Okay, well,
no.
We'll tackle that on the air. Go ahead.
Some.
Go ahead.
If they're gonna support you, they're gonna support you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you just do you just do what you do, and if they they want to support you, they'll do it. I mean, that's pretty much really what it's been like trying to go to someone and try to ask for support or whatnot. I mean, it's that syndrome like in the Black community. You go, you try to, hey, bro, I'm trying to do this. Man, don't know. I mean, they don't really take an interest that way, but just seeing you out there doing things, I think we've got more support from Muslims that way versus trying to go to an organization or someone and say, hey, can you support what I'm doing? We just ain't found it. You might have better luck. I don't know. But that just ain't been the case with us as far as going to people saying, hey, we're trying to do this. Can you help us out? Or yada, yada, yada. Can we use your facility? Yeah, right.
Okay, well, like I first
said, keep it real.
I always do.
I'm keeping it real. You can say whatever.
I'm gonna keep it real 2.0 because that's
don't be keeping it too real.
That's how I roll.
Tone it down a little bit now. You saying nothing bad about my Muslim brothers.
Like, who said it had to be bad? Didn't you go? Now you sound like folks on Facebook.
Oh, I was just trying to make sure that's all.
Okay.
Can I do my Facebook thing?
Anywho, like when I first started out, I said we don't take support lightly. So anyone that supports us. When we got the Ebony Honor, and I've said this on different things, when we've got the Ebony Honor, I was shocked. I didn't want it. I don't even know if I could even process it to the point where it was. We're going to do, a photo shoot with an award-winning photographer just out of the blue.
Oh, we supposed to faint or something?
I'm just saying stuff like that doesn't happen to people like us.
Nah, what to who? My people like who? Everything happened to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where you at.
Dude,
everything happened to me up in here.
Stuff like that doesn't happen to people like us. So we got that support.
Yeet.
I was shocked, totally shocked. Okay, and then everything that steamrolls or comes after that, even just us being on TLC. Y'all catch us on TLC today and Rewind. They played our show again today on TLC.
Anywho.
Yeah. Okay. So even like that, being contacted by a cable network and saying, hey, we want you guys, we want to showcase you to America. That doesn't happen to to people like us.
Let me go back and say, it's not that I didn't want to do it. I just know how they spin things in the media. So I'm always cautious because of my religion on what they might want me to do or look like or act or that type of thing. So I'm always, I take it back to that. But when they say I could do me, I'm good.
Well, that's all well and good. But as far as getting the support from Muslim community, I think the more they see us out there doing those things, mainstream things.
Yeah, but you got to remember,
TLC is a mainstream channel. We were on the Better Show. We were on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, but Muslims,
we're in Ebony Magazine. I mean, that's mainstream.
Like you bent on your religion when they see you out there like that. A lot of times I was getting, I would get that before they even saw the show. Like, I done bent on my religion because I'm doing this or doing that.
No compromise.
But I'm just saying, so when they saw that, it's Rufus, Ismail, whatever you want to call me.
I say, what are you today?
I'm Rufus because I'll tell you why I'm Rufus.
You're both.
Because I'm getting tired of people telling people that who don't have a Islamic name that they're not Muslim.
You're both to me.
I ain't finna rant on this. I ain't finna rant on this air right now, but I tell you why I use Rufus.
I was gonna say because that ain't even on the agenda.
It's on my agenda. I'm on agenda something.
We can address that
I'm gonna address
we can address that in next month's Q&A about your name.
Nah, anyway, who calling me name? Don't be calling me out my name. My mama called me something. That's what you better call me.
I call you a few things, but I feel
call me something again.
To answer your question, Patricia, I really feel that that's how we do it. I think we have a mainstream appeal. people think this guy is like
no, whoa,
really
hey,
funny.
Girl, did you want to tell you about pointing at people?
People think this guy is really funny. The producers always love us. They love the way we handle our business. We're not so militant because, you know, you got a lot of militant folks out there. And wanting
did we answer the question?
I'm still answering her question.
Woo, that's a long answer.
And wanting to preach,
get the short version.
You know, but I think that the way that we come across and with our character and how we live our lives and different things, they actually get it. They know we're religious, but we're not overly religious, you know.
Who ain't overly religious? I'm overly religious.
You know, we're not throwing that on anybody. You know, it's just a part of who we are and what we do. So that's
but don't expect the support. Just they may give it. I mean, I'm saying I'm not telling you don't go after it if that's what you want to do, but it ain't been like that. So not for us.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about nobody else.
We wish you well on your book. You didn't give me a lot of information as far as what your book is
Maybe
concerned.
she ain't trying to give it away.
Your book is concerned, but there's a lot that goes into promoting a book. You know, you can't just write a book and put it out there and think people are going to buy it. If that's the case, everybody would be a bestseller. And that's not the case. Okay. We were about to close out, but we just had another question.
What's the problem?
We just had another question.
Let me push this button real quick then.
We just had another question pop up, and we're gonna hit this one real quick. Click, 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 click.
I told you I ain't your button pusher now.
This one is from K-Rod. K-Rod, we're going to make this quick because we only have a few more minutes on the air.
15 minutes, a long 15 minutes for you, boy.
But say, what is the best etiquette or advice for a single woman in exploring the option of polygamy? Sheikh Ismail.
What's the best?
You didn't hear me read it?
Huh?
What's the best etiquette?
Can I read it for myself?
Go ahead.
I like reading.
Go ahead, Sheikh. Go ahead.
I do read.
Sheikh.
Somebody call me a Sheikh?
You stalling.
Ooh. What's the best advice?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to own it, to know that that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nothing's wrong with it, but know everything about it. I mean, try to find as much information as you can concerning polygamy, what your what I'm trying to think of. Right. See, no, that's I just wanted one word from you. You ain't just wanted one word from you. Cannot fit it. To know what your rights are and make sure that your rights are not being violated. Because a lot of polygamy that we do run across, I mean, a lot of rights are being violated. Period.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
But it is.
Because it's the rights are not known on both sides. So as long as you, as a single,
I just can't afford polygamy. Polygamy, whatever that is.
Can I finish? We about to run out of time.
I can't afford.
So as a single Muslimah, you just need to make sure that you go in educated. If that's your option and that's what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. But also that you're getting into a situation where you know all the extras and particulars on the other side.
Because a lot of people in a relationship of the women that we've talked to do not know their rights, and their rights are just being violated. So just know your rights would be the best advice I believe anybody can give you.
And even if your rights aren't being violated, just know that that's the situation for you. That you know that you may be thinking that, oh, okay, that I can get married and that's half my deen, and that this situation is happening, but that may not be the best situation. But once you get into it, you may be like, well, I thought this is what I wanted.
It might be good for her though. Yeah. We don't know.
I'm giving both sides.
I know both sides.
Who is judging?
All she needs to know is her rights.
She needs to know a little bit more than her rights. She needs to know the husband's rights too.
Well,
she needs to know both sides.
What's that?
Of the situation.
That's what I said.
Okay. All right. We got to close out. All right. We thank everyone so much. You know, the time has passed us, and we thank everyone for hanging out with us this evening. We're going to try to do this.
Can I push the button now?
No, we're going to try to do this once per month. So look for the date for next month,
I'm ready to push the button.
For our broadcast, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also go check out our website. If you want to join our email list for the marriage pool, to get in the marriage pool, go to our website, rufusandjennytriplett.com.
You know that list that can't nobody see?
Sign up, look for the gray box at the bottom left and sign up for the email list. We're going to be reaching into the marriage pool as we do often because so many people are trying to get married. We have done some hookups and there's been some.
I ain't do no hookup. I did marriage.
There's some of the
I don't do hookups.
And follow us across social media as you guys do. And just keep giving us your love and your energy. And we definitely appreciate that. And if you blow up our
inbox, love to your husband. I don't need too much love.
If you blow up our inbox, just know that your question will probably be answered in a forum like this because I get so many daily. We get tagged and stuff, and we get messages, not messages just on Facebook. The messages come from Twitter, from Instagram, from Google Plus, from the blog. It's just blowing up.
With the football tag, I play football tag.
Are you done? Are you done?
I said I was trying to hit the button at 15 minutes ago.
Okay, this has been our very first Q&A with Rufus and Jenny Triplett covering marriage, parenting, and business. Okay, God is one, and we leave you in peace. Bye.